Hey YouTube, it's Everyday Man here with you for another video. This one is going to be on these two knives I picked up yesterday. Um, I heard about these from another YouTuber, Cutlery Lover. If you don't know him, check him out. He posted a video, a little teaser video on them. They were, as you can see from this receipt here, a whole $3.87. So I bought two of them. $8.28 later, I have two hunks of steel from Walmart. Um, they really were. I looked at them and I thought about them, and I thought for $4, why not? What could go wrong? You know, at least I got another beater knife or something. If you don't know about beater knives, check out a whole nother video I have on them. That was last week's video. This week we're talking about these. They come in these little packets. Mine was sitting on the counter of the outdoor department. They were just sitting there on the counter with the glass shelf with knives, and then the guns were around there. They were on a little rotisserie thing. They were sitting there. $4. So I figured I might as well test them out. So I got this one here, which is a fake buck, as I like to call it. Very similar to my Buck 501, I think it is, the Buck Squire. And then I got this one just because I kind of liked the scales on this. I thought it kind of reminded me almost a carbon fiber, but not really. And the other main reason I got these were they were the only one. There were a few of the only ones that had plain edges. I'm not a huge fan of serrations, and a lot of them were serrated tanto blades, and that's not my kind of thing. I don't find that very useful. So, yeah, let's pop these open. I've already looked at them and see what we think. This one here, as you can read on the box here, clip knife, 4-inch aluminum handle, 2.75-inch black finish blade, pocket clip. So, no claims on what steel, anything like that. It is, as you can see, made in China, of course. Sold by Walmart, distributed by Walmart. All you got is a warning on the back here, so not a big, but Ozark Trail. And really, it's really not bad, honestly, I don't think. If you can look here, the actual centering of the blade isn't horrible. I have worse. My Kershaws are even worse than this one, and I paid more for them. So, you know, lockup is good. This one's a liner lock. It's over a little far, and it's kind of stiff, but I mean, for a $4 knife, pretty good. It feels pretty good in the hand, really. I like these little grooves here for your fingers. I kind of like that. It gives you a good purchase. What I'm not a huge fan of is this thumb ramp here. Right here, this thumb ramp. It needs some jimping. That's what I feel. You know, it's only a $4 knife, but it really needs some jimping, I feel, you know, to get a good purchase on that. I kind of like this groove right here in the top because that's, if you really got to choke up on it, that gives you a good place to put your thumb. I kind of like that. It's a nice deep carry pocket clip. But what I noticed, I did carry this yesterday. After I purchased it, I stuck it in my pocket. I used it a couple times. This one, as you can see, looks like there's some Teflon washers in there. It's not bad action. It's not the greatest, you know. You're not going to be able to flip it with your finger. You know, it's not going to ever work like that, like a bearing or anything like that. But it does the job, you know. It's a $4 knife. Like I said, I just kind of like the styling of it. I really do, of this one, especially. What I noticed about the pocket clip when I was carrying it, you can see here how it's angled. My pocket angles exactly the opposite way, so it was sticking up a little bit, which was kind of weird. Not annoying or, you know, not a big deal. It's just kind of weird. So that's that one. This one here is the fake buck. Again, $4 knife, made in China. So, it's not bad. I kind of like the wood. What I was not a fan of, what I was kind of disappointed in, was if you look on this side, it's kind of lighter and then dark. This side, it's just a completely different wood in this front half. You know, that's kind of grayish, where this is a nice rosewood almost. Very reminds me that little piece reminds me very much of my buck, my Squire. Um, but this one, when I first got it, just had awful action. The first time I went to close it, I was like, "Oh, that needs oil." I could just feel it. It just needed lubed. Um, and so I took it down and I lubed it up a little bit with some stuff I got. But even after, I just can't get it to be a great action. It just isn't. What I really like about my buck, let me go get it here real quick. This is my Buck Squire with rosewood. Buck USA 501. What I really like about the buck is if I grab it here, I can flick it out in one little movement. That's what I wanted to do with this guy. And I can get it if I really put some wrists into it. If I really get a good flick, every once in a while it'll do it. But most of the time it gets stuck right about there. So then you got to keep flicking it to get it open. So not a huge fan of this. I just like the wood. I always kind of like the wood handles of this guy. We'll talk later about this because this one's got a great story. But I always like this. I always like this one, and it's just beautiful wood. So anyway, like I said, we'll talk about that in a different video. But the other thing you can see the difference is the blade. I was hoping when I got this one that it would fit in the sheath for my buck, but it doesn't quite. The blade sticks out so much that this sticks out so much right here opposed to this that it just doesn't quite fit. So that's kind of a bummer. And as you can see, it's a little bigger. The Walmart one's just a little bigger overall. We didn't really go over the specs on that. This one, 3.5-inch blade, stainless steel, 4-inch wood handle. So no claims of what wood, no claims of what steel, lockback, pocket knife. No clip, no sheath, no nothing. This is truly a pocket knife. That's all it's going to be good for. Unless you find some sheath that'll fit it. I'll probably just keep it around, you know, just as a collector knife. Not really a collector knife, just as a, you know, around the house use. Or if I don't want a clip knife sticking in my pocket, like if I'm wearing dress pants or something, I got my shirt tucked in, I might throw this in the pocket just because it's not the clips isn't sticking out my pocket. I'll just slip this in there maybe. We'll see. That would be my probably use for this one, is as a pocket carry knife when I don't want a clip, and if I got my shirt tucked in, I can't have a knife on my belt. So, you know, that'll be my probably use for this. Plus, I just, you know, if you're just looking at it, you probably wouldn't notice that it's a $4 knife. I don't feel. I think the fit and finish is not bad. As I said, the lock mechanism and the blade action isn't the best, but just looking at it closed especially, you'd have no idea. It is a really nice, fairly good quality knife. It just looks nice. So let's get down to dirty tacks. Would I buy again? Probably. I probably will. I might go back and get a couple other ones that I saw there. Like I said, most of the other ones were Tanto with serrations, which is just kind of useless in my mind, but I might go back and get one or two of the other ones that I saw there. We'll see. Talking alarm clock. Awkward. Anyway, so, you know, I would probably buy it again. Like I said, I might go back and get another one or two of the other ones that I saw that were kind of cool. But one of the other ones that I saw that was really cool was the It was the one in Cutlery Lovers video that was the G10. But like he said in the same video, Tonto serrated is just lame. It's kind of useless, and I wholeheartedly agree. I don't really like Tantos in general that much. They're just not useful to me. They're hard to sharpen. So anyway, that's kind of why I got these ones. Was they were both plain edged clip points. So that's my go-to kind of knife. So anyway, for $4, yeah, I would definitely buy again. This isn't gonna compete with, any other knives. This isn't a replacement for a buck. Bucks aren't that expensive. I would probably just buy a buck after seeing this. So this one I wouldn't quite recommend as much as I would the buck, because like I said, the buck is really not that expensive. But if you're looking for something, you are on a trip and you forgot your knife or you lost your knife, run to Walmart and grab a $4 knife. Yeah, go for it. There's no reason not to. I actually really like this one. I'm not gonna lie, I do. I love the look of it. What I'm not a fan of is if you can see here, it's already scratched and that came that way. So I was debating, should I take it back and get another one? And I finally decided there's no point. It was only $4, so there's not really much point. But overall, decent. Cheap knife. I would recommend again. So anyway, I think that's it for this video. Y'all be safe out there. Keep watching, subscribe, like, all that junk. And remember to be safe. Thanks for watching.